passed a bill to deprive 18, 19, and 20-year-olds from purchasing semi-automatic rifles and semi-automatic shotguns. Now, they're already deprived of their constitutional right to buy a handgun, but now we're just going to sweep in all of these things. But are they going to then raise the draft age to 21? Now that we're saying, Uncle Sam will give you a gun. Uncle Sam can conscript you to the military, send you overseas to fight for a constitution that doesn't even protect you or your wife who is at home taking care of the kids if you're 18, 19, or 20 years old. They don't care. They don't care. This one is also unconstitutional on arrival. The Ninth Circuit, one of the most liberal circuits in the country, has already ruled that. And why is this so disturbing? We heard earlier today from one of my colleagues in this debate that she wants to ban assault weapons. Well, the House Democrat Twitter account tweeted that all semi-automatic rifles are weapons of war. Really? There are a lot of people in Kentucky who own Remington 750 deer rifles who are going to be shocked to find out that they purchased a weapon of war. If you saw one of these, I think you would all agree this is not a weapon of war, but it's an alarm to every American who's out there watching this debate that they are coming after your guns. Now let's get to the substance of this bill, or the lack thereof. Why are we here debating this bill? This is the second time we voted on it, the second time we debated it. Why are we here again? Because they tried to suspend the rules of this body and get it through without following the rules of this House, and they failed. So that's why we're here again, to give it the debate it deserves. So the bill is called the Active Shooter Alert Act of 2022. In the Democrat cities where they've defunded the police, I think you should call it the You're on Your Own Act of 2022. Yeah, that's right. We're going to tell you.
Has expired.
Yield the gentleman an additional minute.
Thank you.
Gentleman is recognized for an additional minute.
They're going to tell you you're on your own. But can you turn this thing off in Chicago? How will you get any sleep? Because you got a shooting literally every night in Chicago. If they were serious about stopping crime or helping individuals, this would be called the Active Violence Alert Act. What about violence committed with the car? Violence committed with the knife? No concern for that, because the true purpose of this bill passing here today is to scare people. It's to scare people on their phones. They can't get away from their phones. It's going to be popping up saying, be afraid, somebody's got a gun. And they are going to try and condition the American public to ask to repeal the Second Amendment, either explicitly or implicitly here in this chamber. And I urge opposition to this bill, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields back.
Well done. We reserve.
Gentleman reserves. The gentleman.
Well done.